It is all for the glory of God. You don't need to know a lot of things or accumulate great amount of knowledge to bring about a change in the world for the Lord. You just need to know a few things that are great, glorious, and eternal, and be willing to live and die for them. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verses 31 says, "Therefore, whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do, do all things for the glory of God." How different would our lives be today if we would just keep our focus daily on this one verse? How different would we be today if we would make this one verse our only passion? Do it all for the glory of God. Whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all things for the glory of God. It means to simply glorifying God through thanksgiving and praise for even the smallest of all blessings in our lives that the Lord has blessed us with. And we have thousands of reasons to give Him thanks. I love listening to Celtic hymns. The Celtics were a group of pagans originating from the beautiful hilly regions of England. They were pantheists, believing that nature itself is God. So they would worship the water, the hills, the valleys, the sun and the moon and the stars of the sky. They were wild men of the woods. But then what happened? When these men became Christians, they stopped worshipping all those things, but rather saw in all those things the glory of God. They sang in their hymns about the winds blowing through the meadows, the stars set on fire by the power of God, about the rivers flowing, about the hills and the valleys and the trees on it. Because now, everywhere they looked, they no longer saw things that ought to be worshipped, but they saw in everything the power of God. When we see a beautiful painting which just mesmerizes us, our immediate response is to praise the painter who has made such a wonderful piece of art. Yet God presents to us His amazing work in nature, and we just simply pass by. When you are walking down the road and you see the rays of beam coming down from the sky and lighting everything around you, and you see the beautiful painting that is set before you through nature, and when that causes you to worship God and glorify Him, that's when you've truly started to see the glory of God in everything. I often ask myself, when was the last time you drank a glass of water to the glory of God? Knowing that every drop that I'm drinking is a gift from God, and that everything I have in life has come from Him and needs to return to Him in the form of thanksgiving and praise. That is how we ought to glorify Him. In everything, for everything. Yes, even the menial of all things. So take a look around you this morning through the eyes of a Celtic, through the eyes of a worshipper, and start your day with worship. May we, together with all the Celtics and all the worshippers around the world, sing these words. For the beauty of the earth, for the beauty of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies, for the beauty of each hour, of the day and of the night, hill and vale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light, Lord of all, to Thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. Do it all for the glory of God.